Alright, welcome back everybody. This is TSL Season 2. Dude, I'm sleepy as fuck right now, but it's all good. We got an exciting matchup, one of the better matchups of week 1, although, every matchup's pretty fucking good. 21Z versus 7thFleet. So this game being hosted by 21Z on the EU server. Big big shout out to everybody who is participating in this season at TSL. Big shout out to the original hosts, Grand Admiral Howler and Newt Booter, on starting this league, and I hope that this year is as good as last time. All right, so we've got on the blue side 21Z coming out with a Levy, Raven, Void Ray, Overlord, Colossus, and Battlecruiser. Opposite them, 7thFleet's out, and the Raven, Overlord actually went with the Dreadnought, Colossus, Battlecruiser on the outside, that's Tura, and then Laptop Panda rocking the Void Ray as well. So one thing that, if you've been paying attention with the showing up of the 3.0, we've got a lot of Void Ray play pretty much every team, every game, Void Rays. So should see a lot of them this time around. It was kind of sneaky last time, you didn't realize it, but there were actually a lot more Voids being used in Season 1 than people really realized. See what's going on here. It looks like Shanks dropped the Plague on Woodles to start here. Or Woodless, actually. You've got EU side. Dude's got 2 S's in his name. And it looks like an interesting interaction here at the beginning of the match. Looking at, there's the Plague on Tuff. Tuff's rocking the Colossus right now. Lullard in that Overlord with the Plague. Tura pretty aggressive on the outside here against Mr. G Wood. Using the Levy, which hasn't been real popular in 3.0 so far. It started off pretty weak there. It's slowly being kind of buffed back into more utility, but still mainly people trying to use it as some kind of tank, but hard to compare against the Colossus, which has had a very strong start since it was introduced in 3.0. So looking at the farm here, extremely even. It was just about 15 more for 7thFleet right now, but looks like Loco's team and 21Z is starting to push a little bit of an advantage onto the side. You can see 7thFleet's pushed back into their side of the map a little bit. Laptop Panda and Loco are head-to-head in the Void Rays right now. This game's pretty much you try to hang in there and wait for your Void Ray to get strong enough to beat the other team. So we'll be looking at that farm between those two pretty closely during the game to see who's really getting the advantage there. Looks like high farmer of the game right now, Tura, and that BC on the outside. So another thing that you see very different from this season, the usage of the BC and just how strong it is currently. Actually just received another buff when people were almost thinking that it was a little bit too powerful at the beginning in some cases. 7thFleet's coming in for the upgrades to see what they grab. Riker grabs the repair bots for the Dreadnought, and Lullard's going to go in, grab some energy. Wootless, there he goes, upgrading those antimatter missiles on the Colossus right here. A little bit of shields for him. Tura is coming out, and looks like he went back and grabbed well, I think he started out with the lasers, with the missiles, so grab the lasers. There's a warp in from Wootless coming in. Laptop Panda looks like he's going to go back and grab upgrades himself. At this point, 21Z's taking a little bit of a farm advantage, although pretty decent damage on Raven Creek in the BC across here. And we'll see if 21Z decides to go back in, or it looks like maybe they're just going to send a couple people. You see G Wood is backing up right now. Tura's pretty deep here. Now you're going to see another very key part of 3.0, and the difference is the different minions that are here now. You've got your normal creep, you've got your scouts, and then you've got the more like pretty retardedly strong siege creep. As you see the Tempests here firing on Tura, that's gonna definitely force him back out of there. G Wood's coming back out, just level 1 on the Bile Swarm right now, but enough support from the siege creep to kind of get that side pushed in. Tough is out in the Colossus, and he's actually got about a little bit more than half his hull right now. You definitely, with the Colossus, everything's about shield as opposed to having hull. That's pretty much the point of the ship. As you can see, the Sky Furies, which is the equivalent of the Tempest on this side, they get a little bit support, but 21Z does a good job of clearing those out. There's another Plague on Tough right now, but shield's still looking pretty good. Transfers happening from Rumapara, who just joined the team, I don't know, what, 6 hours ago? 4 hours ago? Recently rejoined with 21Z in order to participate in the TSL season. So glad to see people making up and all that stuff. So here's Tura getting a little bit of hatred out here right now. He's gonna need some support coming back. G Wood got the tentacles on him, level 4 style, and forced him back a little bit. Lullard's got the support. Looks like both teams really look like 5-1 setups right now, as you just see the Void Rays kind of going back and forth. High farm of the game is still Tura. He's been out there in beast mode in the battle cruiser. As you can see, 100 farm advantage for 7th Fleet right now, and 21Z is going to need to they're going to need to reorganize and get some push here, because 7th Fleet's spending a lot of time on their half of the map, and that's not the way that you're going to win it. They're probably having some trouble with the levy on the outside there. That's more of an old school way to use a Leviathan, and not really all that strong going up against a battle cruiser with occasional Overlord help. As you can see, that's Tura doing so well. Here's Rumapara out. He's using Seekers now. He doesn't have EMP, so looks like Laptop is gonna get a little bit of hatred from him from time to time in an attempt to help Loco on the outside. Laptop up to 156 on the score, Loco at 130, so things are still pretty reasonably even. As you can see, the battle goes back to the center of the map. Now a little bit more even should the farm be. And then eventually when 7th Fleet backs, should be enough time for, as you can see, 7th Fleet backing up a little bit right now, should be enough time for 21Z to get some decent monies going on. As you see, there's the Plague. I think that lands on Raven Creek. So Lullard's able to land that one up to 350 energy, so pretty good opportunities to land plenty of Plagues. G Wood still, trying to, is able to hold up a little bit better. Tura's at least out of shields right now, but that's range 9 on those level 4, and then only range 8 for G Wood, so he's not going to win a kiting battle on the outside here. Here's 7th Fleet going in for the upgrades. Woodles looks like he's taking a little bit of a wide route. That's 1.61 speed on the Colossus. He's got 5 on the shields. He's got his hardened shield and recharge ability. 225 energy. Laptop's coming out. Let's see what he's done so far. 5 on the prismatic beam. Looks like he's grabbed 1 speed, and then started out with Energy Nova. Now he's using his blink. Okay, looks like we're going to come out normal for the 7th Fleet guys here. There you see the shield recharges for Wootless. And okay, so yeah, everybody's going to come out normal. Couple warp ins. Well, 1 warp in, Duality in. Riker warps in now, and we should see some pretty standard battle action going on here. G was going to have to back that up a little bit. Still at range 8 right now, though he's level 3 on the Bile Swarm, and Tura comes out and is now range 10, so even easier for him to kite now. Looks like Tura went up to 7, so he's one-shotting on those lasers. And you see Duality's got to back out of there a little bit. Looks like he did eat a Plague. Here are the Sky Furies, siege creep in for 7th Fleet right now, so should be some support. Going to help them push. And Tempest's opposite that, so Tura's going to actually probably need a little help. There you go. He's busting the defensive shield now, so it should help him hold up a little bit. But he's going to need to back up so that he doesn't take any unnecessary damage from that last Tempest while he tries to get rid of it. And G-Wood's going to try to take advantage, get some damage on him. Let's see what we got going on in the middle here. Okay, so Woodle's taking pretty decent damage, and here's another Seeker missile on him. He's going to have to go back because he's out of shields in the Colossus. And that's not the way you want to be. No energy to recharge right now, so he's definitely going to have to back out of there. Bad news for the 7th Fleet guys right now. As you see the Broodlords coming out, looks like Swarm Command is active on this side for... Who was doing that? Yeah, for Shanks over here. And Loco is up to 3 on his beam with the speed here. Laptop Panda is going to have to back out too. So, wow. Yeah, that was interesting. This is where the tables are turning right now. Terra's the only person for 7th Fleet still on the map right now, and they're going to definitely get a disadvantage of farm. They basically upgraded, came out to the middle of the map, and then got pushed back into upgrade. So not looking good for 7th Fleet on that little rotation right there. You definitely prefer to actually have some kind of advantage after you're the one who upgraded. Here's the warp in. Loco's the only person back here. Looks like he's just gonna stay around. He's got his blink. He's at 1.75 speed, and yeah, looks like he's gonna just be safe and take the long route away back home. But as you can see, Rumapera is in the Raven, and he's coming wide, so it looks like a warp trick about to be executed by 21Z. Although this is a little bit interesting. They're kind of close. Shanks is a little bit close to a bunch of 7th Fleet players, as is Loco, so he's going to need to pull away from them. Here's a warp in for Tough, so just a partial warp in for 21Z. As you can see, Lullard's in a little bit of trouble here. If he's probably going to eat that Seeker. He's got the beam on him, and we'll see how long Loco really wants to ride this. Looks like this might be... Oh, yeah, so Lullard is able to get out of there. Tough was unable to focus those missiles on him, so a close little escape right there. And Tough is gonna go down just like that, trying to find the Overlord, and he couldn't get him, couldn't get that focus on him. Rode it a little bit too long and ended up dying. And now you're gonna see, looks like yep. Duality was being covered, but in an attempt to escape, he got killed, and looks like this is actually gonna, so this turns out very badly for the 7th Fleet guys instead. Looks like Laptop Panda is gonna go down here as well. So that's 3 people die. They were able to kill the Colossus on the other side, but when you lose that Raven, that pretty much spells murder for you against any other comp. They have Void Rays so often that so that was a trade that went poorly. Looked like 7th Fleet had maybe recovered a little bit, but took too much damage in there trying to finish off that Colossus. And Duality goes down, and a couple other people who were covering him initially. So that's going to be rough. I don't know. I don't know how they make the recovery from this one, but we've seen crazy things before. 21Z is going to go ahead and back out of here. Looks like go back. There's the warp from Loco back to base. Raven Creek is scanning. Okay, and have the team of 3 from 7th Fleet heading out onto the map right now. So interesting turn of events. Here's we're going to take care of the siege creep right now. Woodles cleans those up. But yeah, not sure what the options are going to be for the 7th Fleet guys at this point. They've got Colossus, Battlecruiser, and Overlord down about 700 as far as the farm goes right now, or high 600s, and we'll see if they can find an opportunity to take advantage of something. Here's the frenzy for G-Wood, so Tura pops the defensive shield, and Woodles is getting out of there. Looks like Yeah, Raven Creek is in more of a tank kind of role, just getting on top of people and using the defensive shield. Tura is probably gonna die in this one. If we get a little bit of focus fire here, then Tura goes down. Yeah, just way too much damage. And then when Raven Creek gets into that missile range, level 7 on the longboat's pretty powerful. Yeah, at this point, 7th Fleet just has to throw the G's up. So, wow, yeah, nice first game. It looked very exciting. You know, different times. It looked like one team had the advantage, and then the other team did, which is, you know, indicative of a game between two very skilled teams. And that's going to be the first game of this Week 1 series between 7th Fleet and 21Z. Keep tuned in. I don't know if I'm gonna do the other games or how that's gonna work, or if anyone's even watching this. So just be on the lookout for the rest of the stream statuses on the TSL.org. And thanks for watching.